Wednesday, August the 7th, you have the Rock Hill Police Chiefs Prayer Breakfast happening at First Baptist Church. It's open to all of the community. There is a focus, though, this year to really zone in on the young people. And we have joining us from the Rock Hill Police Department, one of our favorite folks ever, Captain Rod Stinson. And good morning to you, Captain.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. We always get excited when you come here, and even better with the really cool message today.
Absolutely. So this is the annual Chiefs Prayer Breakfast. It's happening on August the 7th, Wednesday at 8 a.m. at First Baptist Church. Take us out to the event. Who's all invited and who's the guest speaker?
Well, like you said, we wanted to make sure we're focusing on our youth as they're getting ready to go back to school. This is the second year we've done the Police Chiefs Prayer Breakfast. Again, focused on our youth. They're getting ready to go back to school. We know that our youth face a lot of challenges today, and so we had an opportunity to meet Chris Singleton at the Mayor's Prayer Breakfast back in April, and I had a chance to talk with him, tell him about what we do and how we try to focus on our teens and our youth. And he was excited about coming back, and so we have him coming to give a very inspiring message on unity and his message of love over hate.
And Captain Stinson, I know that Chris Singleton was at the Mayor's Prayer Breakfast as the kickoff for the Come See Me Festival, but again, a lot of people that weren't able to attend. Give a little overview of the backstory of Chris without, giving away the big part of his message, even though it really ties back to unity and love. What's Chris's story?
Well, Chris is the son. His mother was one of the victims of the Charleston shooting, the church shooting in Charleston. Mm-hmm. And so Chris, he'll come again. I don't want to give away his message, but Chris will be here to talk about, the challenges he went through, how he and his family, the things they had to deal with through all of that tragedy and how he overcame that. And again, just a message of overcoming adversity, a message of unity. And so that will be part of his message. I'm not sure exactly how he'll tailor this message for the youth, but he's excited. We're excited to have him back. And I think it'll be very inspiring.
1,000%, yes.
He brings his belief that love is stronger than hate. And we saw that on display in Charleston back in 2015. And how the families have moved forward and have forgiven and prayed for the gunman, which is a beautiful thing to see, and how you can move forward from such a horrific event. And it would be, once again, a chance to hear from Chris Singleton, as he is the keynote speaker for the Chiefs Prayer Breakfast. So again, Captain Stinson, the focus is on young people because within the Rock Hill School District, they begin school the very next day, on the 8th. What is your hope for the young people that attend on Wednesday? What do you hope that they'll take with them when they begin their school year?
Well, what I hope, again, like I said, our youth face so many challenges today. We see so many incidents involving youth. When we formed when the chief formed the Community Engagement Division back in 2022, one of our focuses was to be on youth and teen violence. And so ever since then, we're just trying to find strategic ways to do that, this being one. And what I hope is that the youth will come, they will hear Chris, and it will inspire them throughout the year to just be better people. And that's what we want every day, strive to be better, each of us, not just the youth that are in attendance, but the adults too. Take something from his message and go out and put it into action and just be better.
What I love and what we're hearing so far is everyone's getting excited about this. I know, Lucas, you mentioned group teams, whether it's sports teams like a swim team.
Or church group,
football. Any team or individual are really wanting to take part, and that's what this is all about.
Yes, and the fact that Chris played baseball, he's an athlete himself. We want to make sure all of our athletes from the school district, and like you said, youth groups around, church groups, whatever, have an opportunity to come in here and speak. And so we've gotten a lot of feedback. Right now, I think we'll be somewhere between 200 and 300 people in attendance.
Oh, wow.
Already. So it's still open until Thursday, August 1st, if you'd like to attend. There's a QR code on the flyer, but you can just call me if you'd like at the police department, and we can get you registered. And really, all it is to get a head count for the caterer, make sure we have enough food for everyone. The breakfast lines will open at 7:30. We'll begin promptly at 8 o'clock, and we should be finish hopefully by 9:30.
Fantastic. What a fun day to just get going. Like you said, the message is what's going to resonate with them and create that ripple effect even after the event.
Captain Stinson, as our kids head back to school, and of course the message is, kind of work together. You're going to be in school with these people for a long time.
Yes.
You've got to figure it out, but it's easier said than done. What is the best message for kids when they have conflict at school? I know fighting is usually the first tool that they reach for, and hopefully they're using their fists and not using other weapons, so to speak. But how's the best way to go about when they have conflict in school?
Well, from me, I think anytime there's conflict, first we got to be able to communicate and maybe try to talk through the conflict, or if it's too heated, move away from each other or something, maybe come back later and try to discuss it. We hope they don't even get into a fist fight, Lucas.
Sure.
But,
Yes.
No using fists, Lucas.
I know.
Yeah.
It's the reality, though,
I
to be
know.
honest with you. But yeah, so you hopefully want to de-escalate a situation the best that you
try
can.
to de-escalate the situation the best they can and try to communicate. But I think, if we can just try to have conversations to understand each other, I think that goes a long way. And I think Chris will talk about that in his message, just trying to understand each other, learn about each other.
And the healthy outlets. I know he mentioned a lot of that too, and finding that outlet, whatever that could be, that brings you that peace of mind. But in those moments, I think even as adults, we go through conflict. It's life lessons, and some of the best moments are taking a step out of the situation, get your emotions in check. And it might take a couple hours, a couple days till you can go back and maybe have a healthy conversation. But there are some really good, I think, tools that aren't your fists that Chris Singleton will bring to these youth.
For sure. And befriend your school resource officer at the school where you're attending.
Yes, we have some outstanding school resource officers there, can go talk to them at any time, even when there's not a conflict. Build that relationship with them. And when those times arise and there is a conflict, they're a resource to go and talk to and help you navigate that.
They'll have your back.
We'll start the school year off on the right foot. Attend the Chiefs Prayer Breakfast here in Rock Hill on Wednesday, August the 7th at 8 a.m. The breakfast lines open at 7:30. It's at First Baptist Church. Reach out to the Rock Hill Police Department. You can reach out to Captain Stinson to get all the information. The keynote speaker is Chris Singleton, and he's going to bring his message, Love is Stronger Than Hate, and to Alex's point, provide those healthy options and alternatives for kids when they feel like they just can't move forward. And this is a great opportunity to do so. Captain Stinson, applaud you all for focusing on young people. They're the future leaders in our community, and we want them to be just as successful as we can.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Great catching up with you, my man. Thank you so much.